Okay, I really, really, really understand what you're going through. You kind of feel like you're never gonna get anywhere. You're getting older, maybe. You're getting older, maybe you're not. Well, you're wasting your time away. You're scrolling, looking at other people's lives, thinking, oh, maybe one day, maybe when I will, maybe next year, maybe when I look a certain way. No, stop, please, hear me out. I was like you, honestly. I was like that. I wouldn't say I was like that. I was wasting my life away for about a year. I was kind of just thinking maybe I'll just do nothing. I'll just scroll. I would just watch other stuff. I'll just consume. That's it. That's all I did. I felt like maybe life is okay if I don't create. I was just trying to convince myself. Maybe I don't need to create. Maybe I'm just okay with like that. But you know when you are missing something. You know in your heart and you know in your mind when you're really missing something that you want to do and you feel like you're meant to do, but you're just not doing it at the moment. You know it, but at the same time, you're really good at like punching it down again. So you're like, you know what? It's you again. You're that voice. What are you doing? Go away, right? And then you go, put on a show or put on a freaking vlog or whatever you're watching, and you go, yeah, okay, I'll just watch it, and then just dream away for another day. You go to bed. Next day, same thing happens. And then all of a sudden it's a year or two, and then what happens? You just realized, oh, I wasted another year. I wasted another year. That's kind of my experience in the past. There was always some kind of excuse I came up with, like, oh, I had too much pimples, too many zits on my face. People aren't gonna like that. Teeth is not good enough. Ooh, look at those crooked teeth. Oh my god. Like, all the stuff that I came up with. So I wasted all this time. I wasted years. I mean, well, not like I wasted years in the beginning. I wasted years even 3 years ago. I was wasting time by getting up, not having any goals, not having any plans, not doing anything, and just watching other people's videos. That's all I did. And I just went out, did something, that's it. But then I remember feeling so purposeless. Like I was like, oh, I just feel like I'm missing something. Why is it that whenever I watch someone's video, I feel like I could be doing something like that? Even though there was voices telling me why I couldn't, there was still a part of me that told me that maybe it's something you do want to do, even though you may not think about it at the moment. And that little voice was very soft in the beginning. I was able to very quickly overcome it with other thoughts like, oh, I don't need to. I mean, there's other people doing it. I mean, what can I bring to the table? Like, oh, everyone else has already said the same thing. I'm just going to be repeating myself. I'm just going to sound silly. I'm just going to sound like I'm the same freaking thing, repeating myself again. That's what I thought, and that's because I had so many problems that I thought was going to stop me. But all I was doing was stopping myself. I know that sounds so cliche. That sounds like, oh, every inspirational story that you've ever heard is like, the only person that has always tried to stop me is myself. And that is 100% correct. I won't even lie. That is there for a reason, and that is exactly true. I don't know why I thought, like, it's funny because, like, when you go through this time when you're just, like, putting things off and you're just like, I'll just consume, life still happens and you still get through every day and you still go back feeling that longing every day. It just like depends on what you're doing at the moment. Like sometimes you can be doing something that really distracts you, that you just feel like, oh, I don't feel the longing as bad as other days. And some days you might be just, it's like a little voice, and other days you might even not even think about it. But the one thing is you're doing what I used to do, and that is watching other videos, watching other people's make their videos about their lives. And you might be looking at it with some kind of jealousy, envy, just wishing that it was you. Yep, I used to do that all the time. I'm not very, I hate admitting this, but sometimes in my life I was that jealous troll that was just horrible. I was horrible because I was just wasting my own life away, and I felt like I could never do it. I wasn't good enough. I wasn't charming enough. Not that it matters. Like, I wasn't good looking enough. I wasn't this, that. I came up with every excuse under the sun. But who's to frickin' say that? Really? Who's the judge of that? I feel like we are just our own worst enemy sometimes. It's really true. Like we're so good at telling ourselves that something is too scary to try when it's not that way at all. There are so many things I've done that looked so scary at first. Like, oh my God, I feel like that was terrifying. Like, oh, to pick up a camera, record a freaking thing and uploading it was the end of the world to me. Like, oh my God. And then there's other stuff like setting up this microphone. I always use that as an example because for some reason to me that was just the most difficult thing I've ever thought I did. Like, I just thought that was so hard. I don't know why. I don't know why. What about setting up this freaking microphone that felt like it was going to be it all, be all, end all? I don't know. And then when I set it up and it was working, I was like, oh, that was easy. I used to have the same experience when I always wanted to go traveling solo to this place, but I was terrified. And I didn't do it until one day I had to because it was that or I missed out on this once in a lifetime opportunity. And I didn't want to do that. So I went and guess what? It was scary, but I had the time of my life. And now I have the rest of my life to be thankful that I took that experience because all I have are good memories of being able to do that. Imagine if I didn't do that, I would just feel regret. I would feel just like, what if I'd done that? What if that happened? But I took that chance that day, and I'm so glad it was one of the few chances in life I took, thank God for that. It's like, I just feel so much happiness thinking back to that time because, oh my God, there was so much good memories. There was so much good things that happened. And I was terrified. I didn't think I would be able to pull through, like going somewhere solo on my own. I thought I was not even going to find my own way to the hotel after I left the airport. Your fear is so good at telling you what you cannot do. Believe me. It will make up all the stuff. It will make the simplest things like the hardest things in the world. But it's not really that bad if you actually just push through that and do it for more than once. Do it. All of a sudden it's easy. I just couldn't believe it because when I was going through that time when I had all this horrible pimples on my face and I was like, I didn't feel ready to be on camera. I missed out on 3 years of filming. And before that, I also had lots of gaps where I just couldn't do it. And I feel nothing but regret these days. It's like, imagine what I could have done. So ever since then, I've been trying to live my life with no regret. I have to do things to a point where I'm like, okay, what I have to do is uncomfortable and scary and not something that I would feel, not something my past self would have ever taken the chance. But if I don't do that, I'm going to be left with something that's worse, and that's a regret. And I do not want to experience that ever because you can't get that time back. You can't get the life back. You can't get the time. That's the most important thing. You can't get that time in your life back. You can't ever get that back. So you have to do that now. You have to do that today. That's the most important thing. I know it's easy to waste your time. And it doesn't seem like much because it's only a few hours right now. It's only a few hours tomorrow. It all adds up to a few years and even more. And that's not a good thing to wake up to realize one day. So maybe this is a sign. Maybe if you're seeing this, maybe it's a sign that it's time to stop looking, stop watching, and do the thing that you really wanted to. I'm always using content creation as an example because that's something that I struggled with for a long time and that I wanted to, but I was too afraid to do, and that caused so much issues in my past where I just regretted so many different things. And now I'm just like, I just want to prevent people from ever going through that because it's easy to come up with these things like, oh, you can't do this, oh, you're gonna suck, or people are gonna not like you, or whatever. But I feel like we're just always so hard on ourselves. Like, people aren't as horrifying as we think they are. A lot of times, like, okay, it just feels like we always think, oh my God, all this stuff is gonna go wrong. We gotta think more neutral, even like not even like positive, but even more neutral will help sometimes. Honestly, I just have to remind myself that, hey, I know I've wasted a lot of time, but now I'm still able to do things now. It's never too late. It's never too late. I've been doing nothing but making up for my regret for the past year, and that's really helped me. That's really helped me with all my struggles of regret, all these, years that I've wasted away. And nowadays, I find myself really, really just getting ahead of things and just doing things when I feel like it rather than just putting it off and say, oh, it's too hard, I'll do it next time. Because then you just end up regretting it because it's like, oh, I could have done this, I could have recorded, I could have documented this, but I didn't. And now I can't get that time back. That's the problem, right? We can't get the time back. So I just want to encourage you. If you feel like you're just wasting your time away, you have to really think about, what are you so afraid of? Is that fear really, really, really that necessary? If it's something that's not even logical, then you gotta just have to be uncomfortable and just do it right then. And just, I don't know, there's like this specific mode that I can get into, like when it comes to doing things that I'm not comfortable with. I don't know what triggers it, but something will trigger it once in a while that I'm just like, screw it. I don't care. Like, this may be hard, but screw this. I'm going to do this. And that's the kind of thing you need to tap into. Sometimes it could just be like, you're just thinking about it for so long that you just one day finally snapped and you're like, that's it. No more games. I'm just going to do this thing now. And that's kind of what I want to kickstart for you to do, because if you don't, it's going to be another year. It's going to be another year. Another year, another year, another year, another year, until the word doesn't even make sense anymore, because for some reason when you say one word so many times in a row, it doesn't sound like a word anymore. Have you ever noticed that? Which is really interesting. But anyway, please just don't waste your life away. I know sometimes you might feel like maybe you've already reached a certain age and you feel like it's too late. That could be a big trap, making you think that you can't start now, you can't do things now, because you're already past the age where you can. That's what you're telling yourself, but that's not true, because any age will never be too late. Any age is not too late. So you can even be 99 and do that. I do believe that. Never too late. There is never an age that is too late, because I don't care what age people are when I'm listening to them talk about something that really, really matters to me. Like, I'm not particular about, oh, it's not like, oh, I'm not going to listen to people if they're over the age of 40. No. In fact, like, sometimes the more they age, the more wise they become, the more words or wisdom they have, and it's really fun listening. So I do not believe at all that it's ever too old for anything. So if you wasted your life away up until now, and you feel like it's just the time has already passed, please know that that is not true. It's all just in our heads. All these thoughts are just in our heads. It's never too late to pick up whatever you want to do and start doing it a lot every day until you reach whatever goal that you originally thought of, but you were too afraid to achieve. It's really that important. And I just feel like it's so important to realize that. So, yeah. So that's all I have to say. Please just don't waste your life away. Please. You don't want to feel the regret that I feel, believe me.